much. It's a great honor for me to be here. So, umbilical hernia and rectus diastaz, what shall we do? Okay, I have no disclosure. These are the typical picture of a young lady who are looking for surgical help after childbirth to correct the ugly belly button. The reason are obvious. I wouldn't stop on the literature review. There are two ways to do it laparoscopically. The one of the method is a subcutaneous one, and another one is a sublime method. I used to do enhanced TAP approach with a lower crossover and upper crossover technique, using four ports. The first one inserted the right subcostal margin, that's penetrating the right rectus space. I don't use the optical tracker, just I put the normal one just on sensation. So I proceed toward the rectus space. Here you can see the pubic bone is orientation point. In another tracker, put it on the supraumbilical region, and the fourth one is inserted in left inguinal region. Then we switch the camera position. I use the 5mm optic with the 30°. Now we are looking from bottom to up. Here you can see the both posterior rectus sheath from the right and from the left. We are proceeding with this dissection towards umbilical ring. Here you can see the umbilical hernia and the diastasis. Then our dissection moves toward the processus xiphoidus with the preperitoneal fat and the ligamentum falciformis. Now we can see the diastasis. All we need to do is just to close the gap using Velocro stratofix suture. It doesn't matter, whatever you want. As Igor Belyansky told us, that in order to make this process more easier, just one should decrease the intra-abdominal pressure up to 5-6 mmHg, and just to help a little bit with a hand from outside. I'm sorry for Russian abbreviation. And after suture, I'm using normally a local suture. Of course, those girls who are looking for surgeon helps are sleeve and fashion one, and the one problem is they have no enough amount of preperitoneal fat. So for them it's very difficult to make a dissection with a peritoneal preservation. But if you make a hole in the peritoneum, it doesn't a big deal. If you have another Veloc thread 3.0, for example, and a little bit more time, we can close these holes very thoroughly. It's very important to close all holes, because we must protect viscera from contacting with the mesh. And the second point, from the patient view, it's just protect the patient against the post-operative herniation. I wish that the only problem is the suturing, because it's not so convenient to suture. Just I wish that someday I could suture in the same speed like here in the presentation with the acceleration mode, because the surgeon position in the patient's legs, it's not a good position to suture this, but with this table inclination, we made this process more easier. Now there is no need to restore the posterior rectus sheaths together in order to avoid their strength. So we put a normal polypropylene mesh. We control it from the up to bottom, just to see that near the pubic bone the mesh lay flat. Sorry. And the second option of the laparoscopic diastase correction in the patients who has previous surgery in their like cesarean section, because just a lot of young ladies give a childbirth through the cesarean section. This is compromised area, and it's not possible to make the crossover through the rectus space. In this situation, we use another technique, upper crossover technique. We move camera here in this tracker. Now we proceed with the dissection of left posterior rectus sheath. We open it with a hook, then proceed toward the ligament falciformis. Then we are looking for right posterior rectus sheath. Here is it. We can clearly see the right erector muscle. So we put another 2 trocars in the right subcostal margin and in the epigastric area. Again, we change the position of our camera, and now we are looking from up to bottom with the camera and identifying both posterior rectus schist from the right from the left, and proceed our dissection toward the umbilical ring, making dissection with the preperitoneal fat. Now here's the umbilical ring with a small umbilical hernia, and all we need is just to suture the diastazis with the vlog. Here is the diastazis. In this situation, the surgeon position in patient's head. I'm just when I start the procedure, I use only 5mm ports, and then when I need to insert the mesh, I change the 5mm ports in the right subcostal margin to their 12mm ports. And now to end the suture, surgeon moves to the patient's legs and continue suture with the prosthetic xiphoidus region. Here you can see the first postoperative day result. We're asking the patients to cough. You can see, and here is an upright position. 42 patients were operated, 28 with a lower crossover technique and 14 with the upper crossover technique. I must say that the upper crossover is optimal for the patient with infraumbilical compromised area, and the eTEP lower crossover is better for patients with supraumbilical surgery in the past or no surgery at all. Of course, for further investigation I needed. And for total 42 patients, we recorded non-surgical site infection in recurrence. All patients were satisfied with the procedure. The median operative time was 98 minutes, and good cosmetics were achieved in all patients. Thank you very much.
Other questions from the floor? No questions.
I introduce next speaker, whom I consider my teacher, Igor Belyansky. Thank you.